Your lightsabers will make a fine addition to my collection.
Love this box. Thought I'd show it off to you. The great photography that's on this, very reminiscent of the original Kenner from 1983. So let's open it up and check it out. This is gonna be fun. Let's see. We got an awesome figure here. Look at that card. That's beautiful. And let's get the bike out. The son of a... Welcome everybody to Collecting Star Wars. And man, have I been collecting some Star Wars as of late. I'm Steve-O, and you are just in time to watch us open up 17 finished collection action figures. We got a bag full of Star Wars. We're gonna go through them all, and then I'm gonna pick my top 5 out of the bunch. So stick around, it's gonna be great. All coming up on Collecting Star Wars. And here's all 17 of our Star Wars The Vintage Collection action figures assembled that we picked up this year. So let's open them up and narrow them down to our top 5 favorites. Now here's all of our Vintage Collection figures out of the box and ready to rock, starting with the Scout Trooper, the Mandalorian Super Commando Captain, the Death Watch Mandalorian, the Death Watch Airborne Trooper, the Shadow Stormtrooper, Cal Kestis, Val Sartha, the Klatooinian Raider right next to Hunter, and a pair of Death Troopers, followed by the 332nd Ahsoka's Clone Trooper, Cassian Andor, the Artillery Stormtrooper, there's Darth Vader of course, and finally the Tusken Warrior. Now before you say, Steve-O, I count only 16, you promised 17, not to worry my friends, got it right here. I bought another speeder bike and Scout Trooper, love this box, thought I'd show it off to you. Great photography that's on this, very reminiscent of the original Kenner from 1983. So let's open it up and check it out. This is gonna be fun. Let's see. We got an awesome figure here. Look at that card, that's beautiful. And let's get the bike out. Son of a... No, I'm just kidding. No, I knew it. When I found it at Walmart, I noticed that the seal was broken, so I thought it'd be fun just to mess with you guys. So I told him, hey, I was shocked to find just the figure. I figured the figure would have been stolen, but the figure was there. It was the bike that was stolen. So I asked them if they could give it to me for a discount. 18 was as best as they could do. A little bit more than I wanted to pay, but hey, for a perfectly carded, unpunched Scout Trooper, I wasn't gonna walk away because $18. So got him, but I'm not gonna open him up. I'm gonna leave him on card. Now let's get down to picking our top 5 out of these, technically 16 figures. All right, let's get ready to rumble. We like to play this game on the channel. We got the idea from Dan Larson at Toy Galaxy on YouTube, where we basically take all the figures that we got. In this case, it's our Vintage Collection action figures from this year, and one by one, we eliminate them until we get it down to what's gonna be our top 5. So it's always challenging. It gets harder as you go along because you really get down to the best of the best. But we are gonna start off with not the best of the best, Cassian Andor. I do like the figure. The sculpt, the likeness is terrific. This coat is really good, a lot of good colors, a lot of good details, but he does not stand worth a darn. So even picking up other figures and touching the table is gonna cause this guy to fall. So as nice a job as they've done with it, he is number 1 to be eliminated. Now, this one's gonna be tough because I like this figure. He is definitely a top 5 figure, but I already have him, already have done a review. So I picked him up as an extra, but the 332nd Clone Trooper is fantastic. I love Ahsoka's group of clones that paint their helmets to look like her face and to match her likeness, and the sculpt of the head is really terrific as well. The wear and tear on the blue is great. Comes with 2 guns, one that fell on the floor, and this one right here as well. So like him a whole lot. One of my favorites to be sure in the vintage collection, but since I already have one, he is going to be next to be eliminated. Then it's going to come down to, well, okay, let's go with Val. Again, a terrific likeness. That face is really good for as small as these figures are. To get the likeness that well is just incredible. She's a simple design, but her character was great and they nailed the look of her. I don't like the stock of this weapon because it comes loose so easily. It's neat that it can come apart, but the fact that you try to keep it together is just aggravating. So little flaws like that make her next to be eliminated. Where to go next? Let's pick on the Mandalorians a little bit because I have 3 of them and I like them all. And when I opened up this one, the Death Watch Mandalorian, he's even better in hand than he is on card. The colors are great. He articulates well. He's just a good looking Mandalorian. I've got him in the Black Series size, 6-inch scale. So to have him in 3 3/4 classic scale is excellent as well. And they've got all the paint apps down really well. He's got the holster in there with the other blaster. There's the jetpack. So much about this guy that I really enjoy, but he's not my favorite of these 3 that are there. So he's got to go. Let's check out, all right, this one, again, I love aliens in Star Wars and alien action figures. They just don't make enough. They can never make enough, but they really seriously don't put out enough aliens. So to have a Klaatuinian that you can take off his helmet and his scarf and get that really cool alien head. He's got a gun right there on his chest, although it is sculpted on, it's not removable. And then he's got this like Palace Blaster right there. So he's nice and he's got this cool wash that makes him look rugged and dirty, cool shoulder pads, great details. I like him, but not enough to keep him around for my top 5. So off you go, buddy. Starting to narrow it down now. Let's move these guys in a little bit. Check out the Dark Troopers, because we've got 2. I wanted to get 2 because you got this great charging station. They only come with 1 in the pack, so you get 2 and you get to hook them together. And of course you can get as many as you want and hook them all side by side and really recreate the whole scene where they're all coming onto their charging stations and getting ready to attack. But just looking at 1 at a time, and he is cool. I love those red eyes. Look at that. That is great, man. That is really cool. And he comes with so many accessories. You've got the flame effects, so you can peg those on the bottom of the feet. I was having trouble early when I was attempting to give him a shot here. So yeah, like that one's really loose. So not as perfect as they could be, but still pretty cool that you can do that and have those effects. There you go, they fall out pretty easily. So that's kind of aggravating. And I've got 4 of them. And the fact that I can't get a pair to really lock on. Okay, there we go. So that's great. He comes with fists. He comes with this almost like shotgun blaster rifle. So that's really great. And he's all in black and he's shiny with perfect little red accents. So happy to have him. Wanted to get 2, got 2. But did they make the top 5? No, they don't. All right, so we're going ahead and reset the table because we are down to our final 9. Only have 4 more to eliminate. How we doing? Are you playing along at home? Have we already removed all your favorites yet? Or do you still have a lot of strong candidates still left on the board? Well, let's see if we can make you happy or take you off, because the next one's going to be the Shadow Trooper. This guy is so cool. He's probably my only really translucent figure. All these elements of blue that are in here. Man, he looks good. The eyes look good. And just the highlights of blue all throughout the armor. Really cool. Tough to take him off this early. Probably you asked me on a different day, he might just make my top 5. But today, as cool as he is, he's going away. Now, where to go next? We still have 2 Mandalorians on the board, so to be fair, let's trim it down to just 1, and it's going to be Yeah, it's definitely going to be the Airborne Trooper. As cool as he is, and man, he is cool. I love the worn armor, that great shade of blue, and just the silver and just the slate. It all works really well. It makes him look tough. And I love that the rangefinder goes down. The jetpack looks great. He's got holsters on both hips for pistols and a blaster rifle. So a tremendous character, awesome sculpt, great figure, but just misses our top 5. Now, man, does it get hard. It gets really tough at this point. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. 2 more have to go. Check this out. Okay, check this guy out. I hate picking him up, but I love that I get to show him off because the artillery trooper, great in all this yellow. He's got the pauldron. The mask looks great. He comes with all these canisters that he can fire out of the artillery mortar here. This is so cool, man. And they all fit on his backpack. All these are removable. You can pop them out, pop them back in, and drop them down the barrel. And man, he can fire them all off. I mean, they don't actually fire, but simulates it. So it's really cool. I love it. And he comes with another blaster as well, which is perfect. So all the stuff that he comes with, the cannon, the shells, the blaster, the great aesthetic, the backpack, man, he's awesome. He really is, but he just is going to miss out on our top 5. And now it's come down to this, the final elimination. 5 on the board, 1 more needs to go. We've taken off a lot of Mandalorians, so let's go ahead and not take this one off because he is my all-time favorite, the Death Watch, the Mandalorian. No way this guy misses the top 5. He is too cool for school. Love the spikes on the helmet, all the Darth Maul-like paint on his armor. So cool. I had to get the Black Series when it came out, and when this one came out, I had to have him as well. And he is even better, in my opinion, in 3 3/4 than he is the Black Series, probably because the Black Series uses that old Jango Fett body. This is a new configuration, and it works really well, articulates perfectly. So great figure. He's not going anywhere. Hunter, we hunted so hard for this guy. Man, he was the prize in a previous toy hunt video that we did, so he is definitely not leaving. I wanted him so badly and was thrilled to finally find him. He comes with a great backpack, which is removable, and he, of course, is the only Bad Batch figure in 3 3/4 scale in the Vintage Collection. So come on, Hasbro, give us the rest of these guys. We don't need a tiny blaster. It barely fits in his hand, but we like the big blaster. That's really cool. He's got the Clone Force 99 logo. He's got the skull and the removable helmet with that awesome face sculpt, face tattoo and everything. This guy, inspired by Rambo, did not disappoint as a character, nor as an action figure. He even has a removable knife that's right there in the sheath of his armor on his arm. So totally awesome. Was not disappointed by this guy at all. He is a perfect figure, and he is absolutely in our top 5. So who's it gonna be? Well, it could be the Tusken Warrior, but it ain't. She is still alive and kicking, and what a cool figure. All new sculpt, great figure. Loved her character in the Book of Boba Fett. Love her like long, almost dread style wrappings coming off her head. Oh man, the gaffy stick. Man, just a great figure, a great story, a great warrior. We never saw her body, so I'm hoping she's still alive because she was a kick-ass stunt woman in that suit, and she was fantastic. So loved her in the show, love her on my shelf. She's not going anywhere. So who's it gonna be? Well, it's not gonna be Darth Vader, don't worry. This guy is phenomenal. So let's go ahead and take a moment to show him off. Of course, probably my only nitpick I have. He's got this great, cut off hand, but it's just all silver paint. It would have been perfect to have just a little green and red stripe of paint to represent the wires that were in there. We didn't get that, but we got so much else. Great cape, great sculpt on that new Vader body. That is just a perfect figure. And then you've got a terrific face sculpt, all scarred, man, all pale and really well done. And yeah, I think I see Hayden Christensen in that. I don't think that's bad at all. I think that came out really, really nicely. And then the fact that you get all the pieces to assemble him and disassemble him different stages. There's the mask, and here is the helmet, and it really fits well. Look at that, you've got a perfect Vader. If you really want them all fixed up, you can unpeg the severed hand and put on the full one, and there you go. Classic choke you out Vader. So all the things you can do with this guy, and as great as he came out, full of accessories, even comes with, as they do a lot now, they give you a lightsaber hilt and one with the blade out. So you've got that, which pegs onto his belt right there. Man, you could not ask for a better figure. Well done, Hasbro. Definitely, this guy, if you have him, he's on your top 5 for sure. So that comes down to 2 left. Who's it gonna be? If you're rooting for Cal Kestis, well, you're in good company because I'm rooting for him too. And I love this guy. I never played the game, but I watched all the cutscenes from both video games, so I know the character, I know the story, and I really like him. And like so many other Star Wars fans, I'm rooting for Cameron Monaghan to show up in live action. And I think it's just a matter of time. It's gonna happen. Comes with this another lightsaber without the blade, so it pegs right on his belt, right on his belt there. And then of course, one with the blade extended. It has a blaster and a holster. Just looks great, terrific likeness. I love the outfit that he's wearing. And he comes with BD1. So man, no way I'm gonna kick BD1 off the list. His head articulates, his legs do too. So I wish he could somehow peg onto his back. I don't really think there's a way to do that without using some like tape or sticky blue tack or something, or just having him kind of wedged and held up in his arms, something like that. But that would be cool if he could crawl up on his back like he does in the game. But other than that, I mean, that's being nitpicky. I wish he could, but even still, he is just a phenomenal action figure, so he's not going anywhere. He is absolutely in our top 5. So of course, if you're paying attention, that means the last guy to be eliminated is gonna be the Scout Trooper. And I just thought in the end it was fair because he comes with the vehicle. It's kind of like he's playing on a different level, so to have him compete with everybody else that doesn't come along with the vehicles just wouldn't be right. But man, if he's in your top 5, you're not wrong. You're not wrong at all. He is great. I love that I have one to play with and one to keep on card. He is the best version that the Vintage Collection has ever done, and I could not be happier. Outstanding. And the bike is so cool. I love that he can hold the hood up and check the engine out. He sits on it well, and it looks great compared to the original one from Kenner 1983. They look terrific side by side. Happy to have both of them in my collection. This guy is a lot of fun, but today he's not top 5. And there you have it, our top 5 Star Wars The Vintage Collection action figures. We've got the Tusken Warrior, the Mandalorian Super Commando Captain, Cal Kestis, Hunter, and Darth Vader Death Star 2. Let us know in the comments how we did and who would be your top 5 out of this list. Thank you all so much for watching. Please like, please subscribe, follow us on social media. On Twitter, we are at StevoSaysStuff, and on Instagram, we're Collecting Star Wars YouTube. You can even follow our other YouTube channel for inspirational videos, and that's called Devo with Stevo. But until next time, remember, be kind, stay strong, because you are the hero of your own story. And now it's time for Collecting Star Wars 1500 subscriber action figure giveaway. As soon as we reach 1500 subscribers, we'll draw 2 winners to win one of these awesome Vintage Collection Boba Fett action figures. All you need to do to be eligible to win is leave a like, comment, and subscribe. And be sure to share this video, because the sooner we reach 1500 subscribers, the sooner you can win. So remember, like, comment, and subscribe, and you can win from Collecting Star Wars.